This is a story of finding a way out. It starts with a belief. Belief that can hide from danger. Look oneself in a shadow of a tree. No one can harm me here, said Rose. The rose says to herself, this is my sanctuary. I am isolated and relaxed. As the rose thought that this was a nice place, she says, I'm thirsty. Where is the rain? The rose tries to call on the rain. She says, Rain, can't you see me? I'm thirsty. Please come over here. The rain is confused. He said,
Wait, I can hear you, but I cannot see you. Come out of the shadows. Stop hiding yourself.
The rose then replies with a trembling voice, I can't go out there. It's not safe. I know. I'll climb up and then you can see me. She then goes to the tree and humbly says, Oh, mighty tree, may I please climb you so I can get some water? I'm thirsty. The tree then looks down upon the rose and speaks with a deep, wise voice.
You may do as you please, but I must warn you, it is not so easy and I will not catch you if you fall. Climb on your own strength.
The rose nods and accepts the mighty tree's words as she begins to climb. As she can think about it, is the relief of a drink and the feel of the droplets of water in her petals. The mischievous wind sees the rose climbing the mighty tree, and is excited as he believes it's a challenge. The wind blew over to the rose and asked her, The rose then replies, I'm trying to get to the rain. Please don't come too close. I'm losing my grip. I don't want to fall. I just want to see the rain.
Well, if I was you, then I wouldn't. Look. Wow.
The rose then says to herself, I can't move. It's not safe anymore. The rose then slips and falls silently to the ground. The wind sees this as a game and says,
I win. You fell and lost.
The wind takes some of her petals as a trophy and gushes them away. The rain stops, but the rose is cold. Her leaves are freezing. She thinks to herself and says, I know. I will go to the sun and ask him to warm me up. She cannot see the sun because of the leaves above her and slowly feels the cold shadow take over. She has no choice but to move as she says these two words. I believe. As she moves along, she keeps her distance. She is afraid. All the rose sees are dead stems of flowers behind her. She stops as she sees the light above her and begins to take the steps towards the sun. All she is saying to herself as she crawls her way up is, I believe I'll make it. The rose finally makes it up and pleads to the sun. Please, sun, I am freezing. Can you keep me warm? The sun then replied,
I no longer have much warmth in me, as it is coming close to the time that I rest, as the night is rising.
For the little time that the rose has, she opens her petals to try and soak in the warming glow of the sun. Before she knows it, it is dark, and the moon appears. She looks around and is frightened as she sees nothing from her pitch-black surroundings. All she hears in her head is, Turn around, something's behind you. As she turns, nothing is there. She frantically spins round and round, desperately trying to assure herself that nothing is watching her, that there is no danger. The rose is exposed. The frosty air begins to swarm the rose. All she does is look around and try to find a safe place. All she sees is the reflection of the sun on the ground and softly says, "Water." The rose rushes over, but trips over the loose chunks of dead grass and tumbles over and over again until she reaches the bottom. The rose can no longer move, but as she tries to pick up the last bit of energy she has going through her stems, she crawls over to that reflection, realising it was the moon. The water is filled with bark and dirt and petals, not from her, but from others that have tried like her. All she does is to reach for that last bit of water before nothing. She freezes, and the rose says, "I no longer believe."